I know what you think. Like, I have a black guy. Like, don't worry, I'm not like, a victim of domestic abuse. My boss was like worried about me today. She gave me a pamphlet for this place called called the Tempura House, and it's for lightly battered women.
Chick 10 Han Must Podcast featuring your hosts Jackie Sanchez and Stephanie Wood, coming at you from South Florida. Chick 10 Han Must Podcast.
Well, hi everybody. Hey chicks. Welcome back to another episode of Chick 10 Hun Must. We're your chicks. I'm Stephanie Wood. This is my lovely co-host Jackie Sanchez. We got producer Blake in the building. And we are just doing a little pod at the Stoots Dude.
Pod at the Stoots Dude, baby.
How you been, chick?
I've been good. It's fall, y'all.
Fall, y'all.
It's fall, y'all. It's November 2nd. We missed a week because I was away on vacation with my family, as everyone saw on social media and roasted me for.
Was the family photo that did it?
Every time I do these family trips, because I do them every year in October and December with my dad and my stepmom, and everyone ends up roasting me, like Michael Cintron. There was like a picture of all of us wearing onesies in a bed, like all standing on a bed together.
This year?
2 years ago.
Oh. Okay.
2019. And Cintron reshared it, posted on Facebook, but like he was just blasting it everywhere because I look miserable. My whole family is like
You're sitting there like,
yeah. So I went on one of those things, so we couldn't
you were in Orlando. Yeah.
Always Orlando. Always some weird hotel we all stay at. I got a separate one because we brought our dogs. None of us have kids. I have 5 siblings. We don't have kids. We have dogs. You know
that
parents.
I wanted to watch your dog. Jackie promised me that I could watch her dog for her.
I know, but then you got a gig, which was good. You had a fun gig in Cape Snorkel, I call it.
I did.
And then my
but
family
I would have came right
wanted-
back home to him.
You could have just brought him
To Cape Coral?
Yeah, why not?
gig?
Leave him at my parents' house while you're at the gig.
No. Dude, that gig was like I was running so late for because obviously it's in Cape Coral and I had to work.
Yeah.
And they were like, it's like, oh, the show's at 7, so be there at 6:30. I'm like, okay, if I like get off early, I leave right at 3.
That's pushing it.
That's 3 hours with that half-hour buffer to like change my shirt in the car and have a cigarette and just like get gas or whatever, And then they're like, oh, just kidding, the show's at 6, so be there at 5:30. I was like, it's impossible. I couldn't like ask for more work off at that point.
Yeah.
So I was like, I can be there like at 6. I got there like 6:08.
Wow.
And
you
then
really
I
made it there, huh? Holy shit.
Yeah, dude, I was like
It's a
holding my
drive.
pee like a motherfucker.
Wow.
By the way, there's a lot of sketchy places in between here and Cape Coral on the way.
Belglade, Clewiston,
Yeah, like I was like, where do I get gas and pee?
Nowhere. You need to make sure you're ready to go the whole trip. You can't
Just
get
wear
it
a
until
diaper.
you're in Fort Myers, maybe. There's an area in Fort Myers before you go over the bridge to Cape Coral that's pretty safe. But otherwise,
You're literally there though.
Yeah.
You're like 5 miles away.
Yeah, you're right there. Cape Coral is safe.
No, I went to this gas station because I literally was like going to pee myself. And I was also running out of gas. Like I don't like to go below a half tank, especially if I don't know where the fuck I'm going and I'm just like driving through the swamp. So I like pulled over and I was like, this looks, my rule was like, I would look at a gas station. I was like, if that's not like a national brand, if it's not like Mobil or Wawa, I'm not going to like the L&M fucking gas station.
Run and
like,
go.
Yeah, I was like, fuck that
No.
shit. Like all of it looked
I'm
like
with
fucking
you.
meth houses. And I was like, okay, so I saw one, I think it was like a Mobil or something. So I stopped by, did I go pee in there? I think, yeah, I had to have. And there was a dude who was just like such a crackhead. And he was just like walking around my car and I was like just filling up the gas. And I was like, ah!
But wait, you would rather pee in a gas station than like a fast food? I would stop at a fast food place. That would be my go-to.
But I had to get gas and I had to pee and I was limited for time. So I had to do I had to do
stop. Yeah, okay.
I had to do one-stop shop.
I take it back. I'm a puss. I don't even get like I'm very afraid of getting gas in certain situations. So I will just push it until I'm the safest area possible. And sometimes it's scary because then I'm gonna end up stranded in a ghetto area. And
Dude.
I'm gonna get hurt.
I got gas one time on the 8 Mile, and Eminem was there with Mount Sketty and
Throw up everywhere. I'd be freaking out.
No, that place was really like like I don't care if I go to a gas station that has like windows on the bar, but like our bars on the window.
Bars on the window.
Yeah.
That's very Miami.
That's the name of my album. Bars on the window.
Bars on my window.
But yeah, it was just like, yeah, there's just certain places that are just like, I'm gonna get raped if I go in here.
Yeah.
Or murdered. Sometimes I think I'm like
Scary.
past raping. I'm just murder only vibes.
And that I'm sure if we tune into Blake, not Drake, we just made a small
Hi.
comment that that people are always looking at our crotches. Do you feel fear when you have to go get gas alone without Madison?
Without Madison?
Without her to protect you?
I'm wondering how it ties into the crotch thing, because like, am I afraid that they're gonna rape me?
Are
Is
you?
that-
Yeah, you got
Yeah.
a juicy butt.
Yeah,
Oh.
you be showing those butt and them knees.
You got a booty on you. Like,
Dude, I heard I was supposed to leave your. It said leave your knees alone. Trademark.
Yeah.
leave his knees alone. No, it's different for girls and guys though. It's very,
There are some places I definitely do get sketched out.
Yeah.
But like,
think your booty's at risk.
But do boys have that like fearlessness where you're just like,
You don't even question it.
because it's not, again, it's not always for me. I think I'm past raping. I think it's just like rob and kill.
yeah, if I have to get gas, there are sometimes like I'll kind of go to a risky place, and I'll try to be like, I might even just like fill up for like
$5.
four,
Yeah,
yeah,
just
like
enough
a
to get
couple
you out of
dollars.
that
I think I
area.
did like
I do that
17
all
bucks.
the
I stopped
time, yeah.
in Fort Myers on the way back and got like
Mhm.
a full tank of
Yeah.
gas,
Mhm.
some beef jerky, accoutrements.
They got a lot of Wawas
I
on
needed
the
some
way out.
I needed some Wawada from Wawa.
Wawada.
Dude, did you guys like Wawa? Like, I
Love
that
Wawa.
was something I was gonna ask
Same.
about, like a lukewarm, but we can bring it up now since it
Love.
makes- you do.
Love.
Have you gotten food from there? Like,
All
what
of-
have you eaten from there? Like a
I've-
cheeseburger?
I have not had the cheeseburger. That's a little new to their menu. I ate a lot of it in 2019 because it's right here off 95, so it's on the way. Since then, obviously the pandemic, I wasn't going anywhere, so I stopped going. I got sick from their food a bunch, like not like throw ups and poops. But I've had their rice bowls, their burritos, their buffalo chicken quesadilla is so fucking good.
Ooh, I fuck with buff chick case.
All their drinks, they have really good beverages too. Because they have smoothies, real fruit juice smoothies, or like the fake ones, which honestly the fake ones are really good too. Frappuccinos, like they have fucking everything you want at Wawa. But I
So
like
you can get like
the
Mexican,
food.
get like Asian food, you get all types of cuisines.
You're not Asian.
Whoa.
Wawa, I wouldn't say that. Wawa now.
Whoa.
Hang on. No Asian. American, Italian. They have pasta now.
I'm not getting pasta at a gas station.
I got it. It was great. I got the penne Alfredo, and it was tip of the tits.
Mamma mia,
chef.
es muy bonito.
It was pretty good.
something.
I love Wawa. Yeah, I really dig, and their gas is fairly priced.
I don't mind. See, I got manager Wawa one time on the way over. I stopped there to get seltzers and gas,
Yeah.
and I walked in, and they're like, I was like, the door was locked to go to like the cooler, like the beer cooler. So can someone unlock this door for me? I was like, what's going on? So it took forever. It was like when you go buy Plan B, and it's like everyone draws attention to you. Like, just get it for me. Open the door. And then I went in there, got it, came to and they're like, our machines are done. We're only taking cash. And I was like, okay, what about the gas? Like, yeah, no, that's not working either. And I was like, I fucking hate Wawa. So maybe I'll give it
All
another
right.
chance.
Understood. That wasn't a bad experience, but we can rebuild and
Yeah.
we can redo it again. We'll try again and we'll get some good meals.
I took when I was opening for Shuli, I took him back to his hotel and he's like, let's stop and get some food. You want to go to Wawa? I was like, no,
Not
but I
gonna
took him
get-
to Wawa and he got a cheeseburger. That's what made me think of it. I was like,
They just got the dinner options of like burgers and fries. I have yet to actually try them.
do you think that's better than going to like McDonald's or like?
No. Maybe.
I don't know. We'll have to try it.
I would go there for like a hoagie, not necessarily
Yeah, I was gonna
like
say their
a.
turkey sandwiches are
yeah,
good.
A
hoagie. Yeah.
And
No, I'm
here's-
with you.
Here's something that like, because I used to always go there and get like mango smoothies and all that, because they are
And when you
so
say mango smoothie,
good. They're
They're
delicious.
so good. So I'm saying even the fake ones are especially really good.
But I looked it up one time and I just pulled it up just
so
now.
much sugar.
In the 24, then the big one, there's 155 grams of sugar.
Jesus,
That's like
Christ.
3 sodas worth of sugar. And
That's the
no.
thing about fruit is like it'll
Yeah.
trick you.
yeah, it's not that healthy. It's
But there's a lot of sugars in it, and then if you're just eating a whole bunch of mangoes,
yeah.
oh, so good though. I love a mango,
I don't like mango.
but I don't like how you have to peel them. It's like why with all the work?
You got to peel a lot of fruits.
I don't like the work in the fruits. I like it to become. I want someone to chop it up for
and
me.
I don't like skin, so I have to peel it.
I love skin.
I don't like apples. I spit the skin out, or I bite it just around the.
Ooh, really? I think the skin is like such.
I'm a texture. I don't like that.
Yeah, textures don't like
You
that.
know.
Do you like my black eye? It looks good.
I really
I
like
feel like
it.
we should address it to the
We
fans.
probably should, so everyone doesn't think I'm beating the fuck out of you.
that's getting cut.
So your eye, so people don't think I'm doing the damage, whooping her into shape. So tell us about the nightstand that hurt you.
Yeah, she was a little cunt.
Tell
but
me.
Do you want to hear my joke about that I made? Because I feel like especially like a week ago, it was worse. I had to address it. Oh my god, the
Silas?
dog's dying. He's like, I don't want to hear it.
No.
It's not a good joke, but it's
Sorry.
kind of okay.
All right, no, to go for
I've
it.
said a couple different versions of it, but
We're
here you
ready.
guys go. You've all wanted to hear all my
All right,
comedy.
here we go. We're ready.
So it's like, I know what you think. Like, I have a black guy. Like, don't worry, I'm not like, a victim of domestic abuse. My boss was like worried about me today. She gave me a pamphlet for this place called the Tempura House, and it's for lightly battered women. It's a great fucking joke. Thank you. I'll take my Netflix special now. Just give me. I feel like I should just have a black guy forever because it's like a pretty good opening joke. I got a good laugh at the coop the other night for it.
Oh my god.
I killed you. I'm glad you liked it. I'm glad my pain can bring people happiness. That's the whole point of being
God.
That's why I started laughing before I said it. Because I've only said it twice.
Tears.
And I was like, I couldn't get it out. I was like,
And you
this
know
is-
what? And I heard you say tempura, but didn't think about the batter. I did.
The Tempura House.
That's a really, oh god.
That's a really good joke.
So, yeah, I gave myself a black eye just for a bit.
Oh my god. She wrote this joke and was like, fuck, we have to make it real. Oh my
No,
god.
I had
no, yeah.
little sipsy doozies. I'm a little klutzy. It's not
This
big
is
deal.
you've also taken a tumble down some stairs.
I would like for everyone to know I'm not a drunk. This looks like I'm a drunk.
No, she's accident prone.
I'm accident prone. I drop everything. I run into stuff all
Although
the
I've
time.
never seen you fall, and I'd love to see you fall.
Sorry. This is me at the Tempura House.
She does it really well only in private. She's just
I
a
run
fucking
into
klutz.
stuff a lot. Like I'll just like
I bump into things.
I bump it. I
all
always
the
have like
fucking
random
time.
bruises on
Yeah.
me.
Yeah, I'm the same way.
But yeah, I did fall down the stairs last year. Like it was 12 steps. It literally was.
That
like,
was bad. Yeah, her body was.
mangled. It was mangled. I'm
You need
surprised
to
I didn't-
move, maybe. Your house is
It's not meant to be lived in.
You're getting in too many accidents in your home. You don't know the layout yet. You need to.
It's 600 square feet. It's crooked. Like if you would put my dog on one side
wide.
and like roll him, he would roll to the opposite side of the
He's like,
apartment. This is there. It's 100 years old. It's like a historic
constantly
house.
tipping over.
No, he is like
Oh
he's
my
like
God.
he literally just like walks like this.
Charlie's his name.
Charlie, get full names Charlie.
Charlie.
But then they did replace my stairs, but they're still so steep. Like
Oh,
my
did
dad
they?
came over
Okay,
the
that's
other
good.
day and he goes, "Can you come down? I don't like walking up these stairs."
Oh.
I was like, "Sure."
I would get him. Oh God, that's scary. I would.
Yeah, because like to go down them, like
Yeah.
when I fell, what happened when I did fall is I hit my foot on my ashtray, and then I went, and then I went tum tum. Remember, like I tumbled all the way down. And I was like, if
Yeah.
I don't catch myself, I'm gonna like crack my head on the cement. And I caught myself at the last minute, but then my legs, like my body didn't catch up with my arms, so then I got that's why all those
Those
bruises.
steps are steep as fuck.
Yeah.
Like I've been up them a couple times, not to brag.
Not to
But been to her bedroom and but yeah,
It's
no
a one bedroom.
into her one bedroom. But no, they are definitely steep. My older sister has the similar steps and did the same thing and fell, and her ass had the biggest fucking black and blue mark ever.
Dude,
Like
that
I've
sucked.
thankful I have not
Taking a tumble.
taken a tumble.
Have you ever broken out like a bone or anything
I broke both my arms. Yeah,
at the same time?
years apart, 1 year apart. Like
Oh.
skateboarding. That's-
That'd be cool if you were had both.
I
your
know,
arms
right?
at the
One
same
fuck.
time.
No, there was separate. Thank God, because like fucking, you don't realize how much you need your hands until you don't have your hands.
Especially like your dominant hand.
Yeah, the first one was my right elbow, so I could use my hand, but I couldn't bend my arm anyway because I had a cast completely holding it like this for 6 weeks. So I couldn't like do my pants. I ripped all the tendons in
Or
my
like taking the
hands.
shower too. Ugh.
Ugh, that's the biggest fucking pain in the twat when you have it, but you
Like
eventually.
how does technology not come to a place?
They have a waterproof cast.
They do now.
but it's more expensive.
Well, that's probably why I've never gotten it.
Yeah,
I was like,
I looked at my dad. I
I
was
don't
like,
shower that much and I'm poor.
yeah, I was
take
like,
the cheaper one.
waterproof. He's like, you can just raise your hand out of the shower. Legs are harder.
I
was
would
like,
take a lot of baths and just keep my arm out of the.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just had to shower like this, but it's hard to wash like
and
all
your arm
your
gets really
hair.
tired when it's just one
Yeah,
arm. Watching
man.
all that hair.
I would cover it eventually, and then I'd get super lazy. But if you let water again in it, gets stinky, so you
It
can't.
does smell.
You can't let it
Ugh.
get wet.
And then when you take it off, I love how emaciate it and like widow it looks. It's just like, oh, look at your widow arm. It's so tiny and baby. It must be so small.
This is her kink, is a broken bone. Ooh, your widow arm is peeling. It's dirty. Ew, it stinks.
That one looks like it didn't develop all the way. I like it.
Your bone is still
we should have Colin
raw.
on the podcast.
We should. Oh, look at your widow hand. Your widow fingers. You have a widow forearm.
A little baby, like a little T-Rex arm.
Shout out Colin Bohannon.
No, for real, I love Colin. And
Love Colin. I haven't seen him in a while since you guys came over here that one time. It's been a minute.
oh yeah, he's so fun. He's
Still
so
never
great.
drank that Jarritos he brought me, but one
A
day.
who? The
brought,
Jarritos.
He brought me a Jarritos, and I
Jarritos.
never drank. May I have a nerd moment, just really quick? I wore the shirt on purpose because Dexter comes out this Sunday on Showtime /Hulu. You guys aren't into Dexter?
Nope.
I watched it. I don't really remember a lot of it.
Oof.
It was a long time ago, right?
It was yeah.
I watched every.
It was a long time
I
ago.
watched every.
It started
season.
in like 2008, so it was.
Yeah, like-
I didn't watch it when it came out. I watched it after, but I became a very diehard. You see the little head up there? That's a Dexter head up there, and it's got all his DVDs come right out of the head. It's like those little model that he hits in the thing.
Oh.
I had a lot of predictions for it, but no one else watches it, so I guess.
Wait, no, hold on. I remember most of things that happened. I just honestly don't remember what happened at the very end.
Okay, so the very end, he pretends to kill himself. He
Right.
fakes his
Yeah,
own
right.
death in a boat in the middle of a hurricane, and he restarts his life somewhere else. Now he's in.
What happens to Deb?
Deb is dead. Deb
Deb's
died
dead.
at the end.
That's what I
She
thought.
got
Okay.
shot and then didn't make it out of the surgery. So he dumps her body and then fakes his death because she's the only thing that was keeping him there, so to say.
What about that
So-
crazy bitch?
He sent her and his son off to fucking where is that she wanted to go? She said all the time.
Iowa?
No.
No.
She kept,
Chicago.
She kept saying where they wanted to go, like Europe or some shit. They went some. I forgot where, but I know where. They went somewhere, and then she saw in the newspaper like he was dead. So, but in the reboot, the son finds him. But the big thing is the son going to be a serial killer or not? He's definitely going to be a serial
Well,
killer.
yeah, that's the whole thing. Because it's like the
because
lineage
he
of
was
the dad.
also
Yeah.
saw his mom die and whatever the fuck. I cannot fucking wait. If anyone is interested in Dexter, please feel free to message me and talk about it. Because I mean, you're a little bit into it, but Blake not. Drake's not so
It's just for me. It's just like I
would have to
I fall down the stairs a lot. I don't remember a lot of things. Like if
My
I
God,
watch,
yeah,
I
you-
watched the last episode, I'll be with
You've
it.
been through some trauma, physical, but yeah, I'm very, very, very excited for it. I wore the shirt on purpose, and I feel like a dweeb, but it's fine. It's fucking 6 days away. We're having a watch party.
I'll come.
I'm dressing
I'll watch
as
like the last couple episodes.
yeah, I'm dressing as Deb. We're all gonna dress as characters.
Dude,
Warren
isn't
will be
it
Dexter.
weird
again.
how they made that show? Spoiler alert! That they end up like fucking and shit. Well,
they don't fuck.
They don't fuck.
No, she
She said she's in love with him.
She says she's in love with him because she's in love with him, and it never is reciprocated, obviously.
Oh, he never returns.
They have like a fantasy sequence where she fantasizes like him kissing her once, but no, nothing ever But they were married in real life.
Yeah,
Yes, him
yeah.
and Jennifer Carpenter
Strong
were married in real life.
jawline. Strong jawline.
Yes, very strong.
God. Like how the confidence to be like, because she must have been picked on as a kid to be like, you know what, I'm gonna grow up and become an actress.
But everyone thinks she's really hot.
I think she's really pretty.
Everyone thinks she's really hot.
She's also
She's-
like naturally pretty. Like I feel like if she woke up in the morning, she wouldn't look that much different.
yeah, she's tall and lanky and
She's not that widow, but she's skinny
she
widow.
tall, but she will, girl. She's so will.
We have to have a little shorter episode. Should we roll our spoken J now?
Oh yeah, you're speaking my language.
Hey, listen,
I don't know
I
if
should
you
have
saw
wore.
me.
I should have wore your patch. I was gonna ask you.
I have the patch.
I know you have a patch.
I remember. Yeah, I do have a
I was
patch
like,
from
this
my
will
eye.
only be our Halloween episode. I could have dressed up like a
Yeah.
pirate. I can't believe we missed out on doing a Halloween episode.
And what's stupid is we could have. We were all three here. We should have shot like a
That
30.
was on you, bitch. You're the one who said you couldn't do it, and then you're like, I was like, no episode this week. You're like, I'm not sure I'll be
well, no,
home in time.
but Sunday, Sunday Halloween.
Oh, you mean like?
Like you guys should have come over a couple hours earlier
oh.
before the hang, and we should have shot.
Oh, I didn't even think of that.
Well, you guys weren't dressed up really. You kind of were, but you weren't.
I just look like I was on.
I
I look
was.
like I was on the run from my abusive husband.
I look like I'm about to abuse my husband. It was my costume.
Yeah, you were a Karen. It was so cute.
I was a Karen. The men really digged it. Sometimes you don't have to dress sexy to turn on the men. Okay,
That's
ladies.
right.
I covered up everything but my ankles.
She wore a full length cardigan.
I did, and
Full-length cardigan.
men were in my DMs.
Yeah.
Not
They're
to,
all up on that cardigan.
not to brag, but they like the
Is
short
that
blonde hairs. Hey, what are you
Is that
doing?
alpaca? What's going on there?
She looks good. I'm gonna might
No,
have
you
to,
did. You had like
No.
a full length cardigan, gray, and then a kale shirt instead of Yale.
I said kale, not Yale.
And
It was good. It
then-
was a good little
What
fit.
did you do? You just have like skinny jeans on?
I had khaki pants, but I cuffed them really short. I did not have my
So okay, is that a nerd mom thing that I do that I don't realize I'm doing it?
what?
Because I like that you show your socks. I think that's like a cool Jackie fashion thing. But I think for most people, the general rule
Yes.
is like you should not show your
Yeah,
socks.
it's a Jackie fashion. It's more of
Because
a,
when you're
it's
like,
a boy
I
thing.
need an ankle sock, so I was gonna call you to bring them for me. I was like,
I don't
should I
have-
not be wearing ankle socks?
I had one pair of ankle socks, which is like there were cat socks. They were bright orange cat socks.
Well, also there's ankle socks and then there's footies. Big
but
diff.
I'm super like my legs are like always hairy first of all. So this covers up to wherever the pants would
All you
actually
gotta do is
show.
just shave that part right down there. When I take a shower sometimes and I'm going on stage and like I don't want them hair sticking out, just shave your ankles.
I get weird, but I don't know. I love high socks. I feel comfortable in high socks. I like my feet being covered.
And it's like it looks cute with what you wear because it's like
I
skater.
say it is my. I guess it's a part of my my aesthetic, my style. Because I don't.
Bitch said aesthetic.
I said aesthetic.
Oh my god.
I got anxious as I said it. I was like, it's not your aesthetic.
It is your aesthetic.
Do I have to set you free?
No, he's fine.
Are you sure?
Blake, maybe let the dog free.
All right, I'll let him out.
Or just hold him if you.
Or just hold him. Or be friends with him. He
He
loves,
loves
Blake.
Blake.
He's obsessed with Blake.
Look at the way he's looking at him.
Yeah, we had a little fun little Halloween get together. That was fun.
It was small. It was intimate. It was perfect.
But listen, as I get older, the last thing I want to go do is go to a bar with a whole bunch of people in costumes and get hit in the fucking face with like fairy wings and like claws and like whatever monster hands. Like I don't want that shit. Like I am old in that sense where like I'll go out the day before Halloween. That's not. I went out on Friday, so I went out on Friday.
Yeah.
But like I'm not trying to go out to like.
But you didn't go out Halloween style. Like you didn't go out for a Halloween party.
No. I used to do that kind of stuff. I entered like Halloween costume contest, and I would love it. But now it's just like, it's just too much. It's just too much.
No, I had a busy weekend.
I had too much. I don't have enough time to do that shit.
Yeah, we literally like. I mean, you saw we didn't clean or decorate really. We left everything the same, and we ordered pizza, which we never fucking do. We normally would like make a charcuterie. And I had an idea for a Halloween charcuterie too, but we had no fucking time. We were too busy. Didn't want to fucking do anything. So we just ordered the pizza that killed Blake. It killed me the next day if it makes you feel any better, Blake.
Murdered Blake via Domino.
It definitely destroyed me yesterday morning. No doubt about it. It was bad.
So I'm not sure if you guys, I didn't go over everything that happened, but
No.
I was sitting there just chilling, and then my stomach started hurting. And then I was like, I'm just gonna go to the bathroom, and I got to the door, and it like, have you ever had like the stomach pain when it like comes in waves,
Yes.
and then it
Yeah.
kind of goes
Yeah,
away?
I remember I told you it was the same thing.
So it was kind of like a wave, and then went away, and then right when I got to the bathroom, there was like this extremely intense, like wave of pain, to the point where like I had closed the door, and as soon as I got
Because
in,
otherwise he was gonna shit with the door open.
as soon as I closed the door, I kind of like half remember locking it. And then I just remember waking up like half of my body in your shower. I passed out.
What?
I didn't tell you guys that part because like,
You passed out?
yeah.
What?
It was, my head hurts. Like there's a lump on my head.
Oh
'Cause
my
I must,
God, concussion buddies.
No.
You guys.
I
my
don't know what it
God.
was. I literally have no clue. But that's why I just had Madison come in because I was just like,
Shit,
You
man.
okay, so
Feeling
you passed out
terrible.
in the bathroom and you ended up in the shower?
all I remember is like closing the door, and then I remember waking up and like my head was like on the wall and my shoulders were like on the floor, you know what I mean? Like it was like I was in the corner and like half of me was in the shower, and then I like
I'm sorry, my bathroom is so dirty. First
my
of all,
God, I'm
It
so
was rough.
sorry.
I'm
It was
insecure.
rough.
I could tell you were like not.
But oh my
yeah, it was-
God.
yeah.
You know, like when you don't feel good sometimes and you can power through and pretend, like kind of.
Yeah.
But like if
Yeah.
your friends
But
will know.
sometimes you cannot.
But sometimes you're just like, I can't
Well, that's
even
what
fake
I
this.
told you. I said it when we were talking that night, but the same exact thing happened to me in Orlando when I was with my family. I think you're more prone to passing out, but
Apparently.
you're a little more prone because I literally collapsed to the floor and just stayed there for 20 minutes because every time it would go away, it came back. And I was like kicking and crawling on the floor, and I didn't know what to do because I'm like, I'm in Orlando. I don't want to go to a fucking hospital in Orlando or some shit. And I knew I probably just had to poop or something, but like man, it fucked me up, and I don't know. Like I said, I think it was the Cajun Alfredo I ate, or something's wrong with my organs.
You can't go from like not eating food like that's spicy, or you've been eating really cleanish, and then you're like, you know what, I'm gonna get some Cajun Alfredo pasta.
Oh, it was so fucking. Oh god, it was so.
No, dude, that's like not
good.
how you like wean yourself back into normal food. You
I
just told me
loved
you're eating tofu.
Yeah, I tried. I've had 2 vegan options yesterday. I hated both. Did you eat something wild in the day prior that you think like, fucked you up?
I did have like this like beef like in rice dish from like an Asian place, but then I had it the next day and I was fine the next day.
See, I had it twice, but I was only really sick the once.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing. I had it the next day.
I hate getting sick like that, or like when you have like the full-on sweats, or if you have the full-on like passes outs.
That's never happened to me though. That was like.
Wow.
Did Madison
like I should probably go to a doctor.
Yeah,
she drove.
because she's the alpha.
Yeah,
She
you
drove,
probably
yeah.
should go to a doctor. Did you like poop or anything after?
Yeah.
Okay, so there was some.
And then when we were in the car, like I didn't puke, and then when we were in the car, like we dropped off Charlie, and then I just puked after. It was fine. Like.
Of course, you had to give Charlie a fucking ride.
I know.
You puked so you did puke too.
Yeah, later.
Oh no!
That
Anything else happened since?
No, been
How
pretty.
are your bowel movements currently?
Pretty good.
Sorry, I have a
Everything's
metaphobia. I have to
pretty
ask
normal.
a certain list of questions after hearing someone.
Everything's been pretty normal since then. So like, I have
Man.
no clue.
I think it was the Buff Chick Pete's.
I think so. Cause I remember eating it and being like, "Whoa."
This is a bad decision.
I dissected it and was like, "Whoa, I don't like it. Too many onions."
You don't like onions? Not an onion fan.
Not a onion fan.
I've started getting things.
Also, I was
with,
really high. Sorry.
Yeah.
I did say I
was also,
mentioned
like-
that I thought the weed might definitely
Might have
come
made
in.
me
Sometimes when
dizzy.
I smoke too much weed, I've gotten too dizzy. I've been before at after like the Coop, I've been to like their after party, and I was just like, I have to go now.
Yeah.
Because I know if I hung out there and smoked any more weed, I was gonna either throw up or pass out.
Is that what they do? They smoke a lot of weed?
Well, like normally wherever I go, I smoke a lot of weed. So yeah.
This is true. I need to find more places where people smoke a lot of weed.
Well, anywhere we go, now we're gonna have separate mics now. Thank God.
So now we'll have
So excited.
separate mics together hangs.
Big announcement, everybody. Yeah, no, our mics. I didn't like having the same mic on the same night. That was like the idea was to like create a bigger scene up here, but fuck that shit.
And Wednesday, yeah, Wednesday's
already
was
set.
tough. Yeah,
I was having separation anxiety, so we switched
Yeah.
it to Tuesday. And like I told you, it kind of worked out like really serendipitous.
serendipitously.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
That's not even the right word, but
No.
yeah, like I had like I was like, are you gonna get a different room on Tuesday to replace Brogues? If not, I'd rather move my mic to Tuesday, and we can both have I'll have a Tuesday and you have a Wednesday, and we'll go to each other's mics. And then the guy the next day was like, what do you guys think about moving it to Tuesday? I was like, fuck yeah!
Bada boom, Bob's
So
your
now
uncle,
it's called
Buddy's
See
your
You Next Tuesday Open Mic at Matthews Brewing.
Almost cunt.
Yeah.
Almost cunt.
It's
I
supposed
love
to
it
be
though.
cunt.
No, it'll be great.
It's the cunt open
we
mic.
need a Tuesday spot. We don't really, besides Rob's mic, we don't have another Tuesday spot up here. So
God
it's
damn it! I
great.
fucking am competing with Rob now. God damn it! Hey Rob, I'm sorry.
Well, now we got it's for me. It's on the way, so I can do Hey Rob then you. So I can try to do both, you know. But others, it will be a little bit more of a struggle. But people will figure it out. I wouldn't worry about it. Listen, mics are gonna fucking happen. There's mics on every night. There's not gonna be a night where you're not gonna have any competition at all. There's gonna be
yeah, but it's
competition
just
every
like when
night.
it's like against your.
It's
friends'
harder when
friends.
it's closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is business. We're friends, but you're just putting on mics. Like we're all just putting on shit. So it shouldn't feel like competition. It should
It doesn't feel like competition. I feel like I don't like to step on people's toes. That's more like it's not like I feel like I'm competing with you. I just want to be respectful and like, you know.
I was happy to hear from what I saw, at least it was working. Comics were able to hit both and were coming to me and saying, I'm going to Matthews now.
Uh-huh.
But I also know that there's 2 other open mics in Lake Worth on Tuesday or Wednesdays.
Oh yeah.
Harold's and
Harold's.
and then that other one. There was 3 open mics yet last week in Lake Worth.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't even know what Harold's is.
Harold's is a coffee shop that does an open mic, not by comics. It's just done by the venue. And then Lilo's, the one across from Brogues, had an open mic that Wednesday.
Oh.
Yeah, so there was 6 different between all Broward. Like there was 6 fucking mics going on. Like that's a lot.
I'll move to Tuesday.
Yeah, that's why I said, I was like, dude, Wednesdays is fucking tough already. I didn't want to, even before you guys were there, I fucking hated the Wednesday and I wanted anything else on a Wednesday. I'm stuck dealing with the Wednesday.
You know
it's
what you
working,
need to get is a Monday.
I'm trying. That's what
That's
say.
exactly
if we
what you
can
need
have
to do is
all
go to
of that.
Monday and then, because there's no place. I mean, there's Pompano to go do Spanx, but
It's too far for us.
I mean, it's not too far, but it would be nice if there was a place a little bit closer. That's all. You know, sometimes you just gotta like. Sometimes I think about like how much I drove in a week, and I'll be like, I saw my dad last week, and I was like, I was just in. I saw last week is a blur. Also hit the nut.
Yeah.
I saw him on. I went to Cape Coral on Monday, so I saw my dad on Tuesday, and I was like, it's so strange to me. Like yesterday, I worked all day, and I went to my car and I drove to Cape Coral. I did. How long did I do? 30 minutes. Drove home and then worked again, and now I'm here. And I just went and got my nails done, and then I went and saw him. I was like, I just did the most amount of things in 48 hours.
And family's always baffled too, because they don't understand why we're doing it, and they're like, why would you drive that far for? My dad is like the only one who's like, that's awesome, and he thinks it's super cool, but everyone else is like, why would you drive an hour for that? And I'm like, because like, it's
just like we live in such a big state that. You know, like we have to do that. Like
we have a lot of options.
I think about it too, though. Like if say I were to like do this in the Midwest, now that my perception of like time and driving is very different than it used to be. Like driving 2 hours to me isn't that big of a deal. Yeah. Driving an hour is not a big deal at all. But like I used to, my college was 3 hours away, and I used to be like, that's a long trip.
Yeah. I
did that twice last week. Like that's not a big deal now. So I could, like say you're based in Chicago, you could go to like Madison, St. Louis, Iowa. Like there's a lot. Like now that I don't give a fuck for driving 3 hours, especially to 1 hour. Like I feel like it would be so different if we were just in a different part of the country.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like even New York, around all those places you could go around. Like, but I like Florida. I mean, it's just interesting that because we're just in
we're
like
isolated.
A giant state.
Yes, we're isolated, but we have a lot of options. It's a weird dynamic. But as I've said, we've got 3 clubs now, and I mean,
hell yeah. Should we make your big announcement? You do it.
We already did.
No, your other one.
Which one?
Your Miami one. Oh, you did it
we
last
did the
time.
last one because Charlie was here. But I mean, but it's posted. The lineup is posted for Miami Jacked Up December 8th, and then the next one for Palm Beach is November 17th. If you want to get your tickets, in the link in my bio on my Instagram. What else? I hosted for Kelsey Cook. She's really, really nice. I would like to. In case you watch, no, she was super, super cool. It was my first female headliner. I'd like to note that. I've never been paired with a female headliner.
They normally wouldn't.
Yeah, they normally wouldn't. It was my first female, and I have to say, it was fine. Like it was, people are stupid and they think too much into things. I think all females can work together, fucking fine. We were so different. It didn't matter. Even when we were similar, because she kind of talks like low and slow and chill. Like she's not a high pitched like we're similar. But so different. The stigma is really stupid, and that kind of really proved it to me this weekend. Because, like I said, I've never been paired with a female headliner at a club. I don't
think it's gender so much as I think it is the same type of comedy.
Yeah.
And more than gender, I think it's like also like I don't know. Like if you have like 8 white guys, it's different than if you have 8 guys of all different backgrounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Same thing with like. It's just this if you have the same perspective over and over again.
But I think even the idea that like it was like it's weird even to think that a female is booked with a female. Like it totally shouldn't be.
It shouldn't be a weird
like
thing.
It went fine. We had a male feature in between. Corey Michaelis figured out how to say his name. He had to tell me a lot of times because it looks like Michaelis. Michaelis. It's Michaelis.
I've tried saying his name to you a couple times and I couldn't.
Yeah, it's Michaelis. I have it written in my phone as Michaelis. So I
gotta do it phonetically. Spell it out.
Yeah, I had to. But it went so smooth and everything. Like it's stupid to think that affects it or the audience. At least the audience didn't say they felt anything.
Well, question: what if it was host feature. Male and you were the feature?
Female.
See,
I don't want to say maybe they get sick of females, but no, definitely the male buffer was probably better.
Because we've done something before where I know we were both like, don't put us back to back. And we're very different. What was that we were both like, I don't know if we should do it back to back?
I think we just have to think on female or like civilian perspective. not comedian perspective.
I try to think of it as a civilian. That's why I
Yeah.
try to think you should have. I don't think you should have diversity in a lineup for the sheer sake of like, that's not me. I'm not like, oh, I'm woke.
Yeah.
Let's like fill a spot. But like, there's just all different types of people watching.
Yeah.
So they all want to see a part of themselves on stage. That's just
Exactly.
that's just, I don't know.
I don't know. It was just fun and eye opening, and I'm really glad that I got to do it, because not to say like it would have never happened, but when I look at the calendar, I don't really think I'm going to be paired with a female. I never look at
It's weird.
them
I
and
often think
it.
I should be paired with a female.
I don't. I never do. Because it's never happened.
But as the host, I don't know about
yeah.
feature headliner.
Yeah, feature headliner, I have no idea. That's
But if they're very different people, like, okay, you know, Jessica Curson, like the famous,
Yeah.
like if I opened for her
Mm-hmm.
as the feature, I think it would be okay. Her audience is probably a lot of female-based people to begin
Yeah.
with, and I would be a different type of female
Yeah, and
because I'm straight.
she's at the level that it doesn't necessarily matter, I think, either, because I think when they're not as much of a name, let's say household name, whatever it may be, if people don't really know them, I think they have to win them over a lot more. I think they have to prove a point. But when you already are a fan of someone, you're excited to fucking see them in person. You know?
My god, yeah.
It doesn't matter who.
It's like, there he is.
Yeah, wow, we're in the same room at the same time. It's crazy. Like, it's wild. Do you have something to say, Blake?
Oh no, I was just gonna say like
Sorry, I got insecure. I'm high.
like if there's a headliner coming too, like they have their own audience, so like having someone like who they came to see, I think would actually be a good thing. Like if you're talking about like a feature and a headliner both being female, like if people liked Kelsey's type of comedy and your type of comedy is similar,
Bazinga.
I think that would be fine. Like, that would
100%.
that
Smart
would
way
work
to
well.
think about it.
That's what I
Yeah,
was meaning. Like, yeah, like you're there.
exactly. They already like females. That's why they bought a ticket. They found her comedy funny. So if we're anything similar, they should like.
Or there's
mine.
not like it's gonna be an audience of like, there's a lady on stage.
Yeah.
Like, because you bought a ticket to come see a lady.
But I also had the hard realization, like, do people look at me like a girl on stage, or do I feel gender neutral on
Can
stage?
I tell you that the fact that you might be gender neutral, I think works so much to your favor.
But do you think that's the vibe they're getting? Like, they don't feel like the girl is talking to them. They feel like a person is talking.
First of all, I think that's the goal. Yes, a little.
It's real. I really
think yes,
thought
they-
about
I think
that.
yes, a
You're like an
little bit.
alien. Dude.
I
You
think
just have
people
no-
don't see a gender with me, which is wild.
Well,
but-
I think you're probably right, but I think that's not a bad thing. For example, I take
Yeah.
away my gender on stage a little bit with my appearance.
Yeah.
I don't dress a certain way for a certain reason.
Mhm.
I obviously like talk about other stuff, but we've talked about this before. Like me and you could say the same dick joke, and you would get away with it differently than I would. Like if you gave us a crowd of people in their 30s and like 20s to 40s, whatever.
Yeah.
But like if you say a dirty joke in front of old people, you get away with it way easier than I would, because I don't know why, but just because it is partially like your persona or your aesthetic.
My aesthetic.
You know, and I think it's a good thing. I think it's a great benefit for you in comedy.
But I'd love to dig deeper. I'd love to figure out why, you know?
The same thing kind of happens for guys. Like there are some guys versus another guy that are also more likable.
A crowd already
That are-
trusts a guy more than a girl. That's going to make them laugh. That's
and
what's
there's
weird.
something about you that's not like I think for me, because I'm just like a loudmouth broad, so it's just like meow, like that kind of person in your face. Like you're just like,
Yeah, the fact that I'm shut off makes people want to open me more.
yeah, you're chill.
And hear more and see more. But at the same time, even when I'm giving it my all, I feel like they're like,
What is your all? Are you doing a burlesque fucking
I yelled-
like, routine up there? What are
No.
you doing? You're doing jokes.
I
you
yelled-
want them to laugh at you and laugh at your material.
But when I
you want to
go-
be a comic, not a female.
when I go a
comic.
little bit out of the off script, so to say, like I had a moment at my last Jacked Up show where like I kind of, I like when I said like I made him jizz on the hand job and I made him come, and then they applauded at that moment, which I know fucks up the punch every time, and it did. It fucked up the punch. It got a great applause then, but I was really in the vibe, and I was really having a good set. So I was just like, I just yelled. I was like, "You thought I'd fucking tell the story, and I didn't make him come?" And like I yelled, and I just like yelled it like angrily.
You thought this was an ending with him coming?
You thought I would tell you a story about how I didn't finish a guy? And it got a weird reaction.
First of
It
all,
was like-
that is hilarious.
to you, they didn't, like I said, it was like they were like, whoa. Like it was.
Okay, I can see where you're
It
coming
was
from.
kind of a weird moment.
That's very on brand. Like, I could say that joke.
Yeah, they got like mad at me. You'll figure it out.
Yeah, or they might not expect it to you, or like maybe there's a line that's like an invisible line even that you have.
I was talking to him, I think he'll figure out the door. I think he's asking Blake to open the door.
He speaks Swahili. You should know this.
He speaks fluent human. It's so
Oh
weird.
my god, it's so cute. He's the best boy. No, but I get what you're saying. There's like there's pros and cons to like each person's persona, and like at the end of the day, not everybody likes you, and you're not for everybody. There's a lot of comics that like I don't like.
We could talk shit about.
Oh, dude, let's talk shit about Blake.
Blake
He's
is
out now.
out of
You guys,
the
Blake's
room.
not here. This motherfucker.
He will see this when he edits it. But listen, Blake, we love you, guy.
Blake.
So he thinks something else is going on.
Oh my god, you're killing it. You're crushing it. We missed
The second
you.
he leaves the room, we act like annoying girls. Anyway, so I'm. I did have this serious. I did think about it in a hardcore way while watching Kelsey because she's super girly, but she doesn't talk super girly, and it made me look at myself, and I was like, man, I truly think people look at me and like, if you could see gender neutral, I think they see it in me.
But imagine how hard it would be to talk early and be funny.
I know. Oh, hey, Blake, you're back.
Oh,
Okay,
Blake's
good.
back.
Welcome.
All right,
We were
yeah.
talking about the same thing. Nothing changed.
Yeah, no, we didn't. Yeah, nothing weird about it. Nothing happened at all. We're just talking about our periods. Diva cups.
Heavy flow over here.
Mercury retrograde. You know all the things.
All right, so we got 5 minutes, 10 minutes. You got some Lukes. No.
Oh yeah, I got some Luke's. Luke's
Oh,
360.
Blake, you shouldn't have closed the door.
Sorry.
He has separation anxiety. He needs to be able to see me.
I'm here. Oh my. Okay. Have you watched Ted Lasso? What are your
No,
thoughts?
Warren just asked me that last night, and I said no. We need to watch it.
Blake, have you watched Ted Lasso?
Nope. But they're like,
This is definitely even a Luke or lukewarm.
Have you watched Maid?
I watched the whole thing and I was obviously yeah.
I watched it recently, and I resonated quite a bit with it. I'm only like a few
Tempura
episodes.
House.
Yeah, Tempura House. I definitely want to keep watching it. It's very interesting. I don't love the main character though, but
I like it a lot.
I like the situation. Yes, it hits home.
It's it's about a domestic abuse.
Tempura
Tempura House.
House, man, that was such a good joke.
That is. I feel like I should record that while I have this
Such
black
a
eye and put it on the internet
Good. You have to, yeah, like it's a TikTok.
because I can never say it again.
can we use it
Unless
as,
I-
for the
until you
intro
fall
clip?
again.
I guess I could. No, that's not true. I can just reference it. Like I had a
Yeah.
black eye one time, and this lady was like, "Yo,
Yeah. Then there was like, yo, bitch, are you like a battered woman? And you're like,
whatever."
because we got this place, the Tempura House.
Okay. Oh fuck. Okay. I already asked you that. Okay. What if someone told you this is my favorite comic? And then when you heard that, you're like, I will never let your fingers near or inside of me. Who would that comic be for you? That's like, ugh, you have bad taste in comedy, so I ain't fucking with you.
Big comic? Like celebrity?
Yeah, I mean, please don't name locals.
Oh, what? About to pull out my list.
It's like this motherfucker right here.
So this happened recently, and I'm sorry to the person it happened with, but not necessarily their comedy, because individually I don't know if I hate their comedy, but I absolutely hate Impractical Jokers. I think it's the most cringy, weird show ever, and I don't understand how people can like watching it. I can't be comfortable when it's on TV.
You never liked it?
Never.
I liked it like when it first came out.
Never.
And then at some point things get hacked for me, and now I think it's hacked.
I guess because I have social anxiety that as I watch it, I'm like, I would murder these people if this kept happening to me in pub. Like, I don't find it funny to make people uncomfortable. I guess I'm taking it too sensitively and too personally, but I don't find it entertaining. I find it so uncomfortable, and I'm cringing for the people, and I'm like, God, this isn't even funny. Like, why?
Yeah.
That's the way I look at it, but I have a different sense of humor, I guess.
They sell it like full on like amphitheaters and cruise ships.
I know. Dude, this weekend, they have the video that plays before each show, and Saul Volcano is coming, and like...
But I love him.
Dude, every crowd was quiet for every other picture, and the second he comes up, whoa, and everyone makes
love
these
him.
fucking
He's great.
noises. And in the back, I was like, really? I was like, what?
Well, he was like he's been a stand-up, like, I think for the whole time.
I would smash his brains out.
So, like, I don't
But-
think, you know, like, some people, like, become stand-ups because they're fit.
Yeah.
Like, I think he's always been in conjunction. I think he's always
Okay.
done stand-up comedy. And he has, like, a podcast with
I kind of
Chris
want to go. I
Stefano.
might go watch him. Yeah, see, and I find Chris Stefano very funny.
Their podcast is very funny.
I'm wondering. I did see.
They sing a lot of songs in it, which is
There was only one clip from Impractical Jokers I did really like, and it's when like they were in the grocery store and like they
put
found.
pencils in their pockets. Oh. Sorry.
You do like this show, you nerd.
I liked it in the
They put
beginning.
pencils in their pocket.
I love that one. Or tie a balloon to you?
No, they were like they pretended to like some guy. He walked up and he was like, "I used to be a world champion athlete or something," and then they sent the other guy in. He's like, "No way, are you the athlete?" And he was like, "No one's ever recognized me." And then the other guy came out and was like, "No fucking way, you're the athlete." And they all just started recognizing him, and the dude like couldn't fucking believe all these people recognized him
Does the
after
dude
all these years.
fall in line and say, like, oh, I know you too. Like, I recognize you?
Yeah, they all pretend to recognize him from being a competitive. He was a famous gymnast or something, and they all pretend to know who he is because he just told the other person. Like, so they all already know now. But
the
no
random
one knew.
other person, did they ever like fall for the trick? Because like I would think like if for like the mob
No,
mentality.
everyone fell for it. Like everyone was in on it. The guy really thought all three of them just recognized him in a grocery store out of nowhere. Like it was super cute. But that was the only thing I found funny, and it was on TikTok. Otherwise, I wouldn't have liked it.
Like I don't watch, but my stepsister likes them, and she's like gone to their live shows. And shout out Sarah.
A local
she
comic
watches, and
recently
she's great, and I love
told
you.
me that he really liked the show, and I hate it. I hate it so much. But I will give Sal,
you separate from the group.
I will give him a shot for sure. The other ones, no mercy.
He's so fun. He's always been my favorite.
He's really
so
hot.
Funny. Blake, what do you give us? What would you be your lukewarm take on turn off comic that someone likes?
Steal my dog? Did you?
You had this whole time to think about it.
Yeah, I was so interested in the conversation.
talk
You guys
shit.
were so entertaining.
Oh my god, thank you. But sadly, no one's watching. As Blake said.
But no one's watching, just in case you were wondering.
Like always goes rest assured. No.
We have at least 4 people who watch the second you post. Just saying.
Yeah, bitch.
I was.
We gotta wrap up because I gotta change blouses.
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 We're doing a twofer, so I'll have a black eye in the next episode. But don't worry, it's not a recurring thing. It's the same day. We're just trying to make
We're
sure.
trying kinky things in the bedroom,
Yeah,
okay?
you guys, I got donkey punched. I got donkey punched.
Oh, it was so hot. It was.
My lukewarm take is don't get donkey punched.
That's your lukewarm.
You heard it here first. All right, chick. I'll see you in like 3 minutes.
We'll see you. We're shooting.
Thanks,
another
chicks. Thanks for
one.
tuning in. Check us out. Bye.
Chick 10 Con Plus Podcast.